you know how old I am? I'm 41 years old and turning to 42 this year. And I'm still doing new challenge this year. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Takashi Hara, Japanese actor, filmmaker, now currently living in Las Vegas, director of Echo 8 trilogy. How you guys doing? I'm start doing more and more live stream, and then thank you so much for tuning in on my whenever I do the live. It's actually in the US. I normally do in the midnight after back home, but recently a lot of different people join, and I got more subscribers, and I really appreciate it because this channel is still really small. I just started recently again, right? And then today, June 11th, at the moment, I got 188 subscribers. But even last couple of days, someone joining my live stream from Turkish, and I just discussed about Turkish food, Lebanese food. That actually sounds cool and interesting. One guy from Melbourne joining in Australia. We've been talking about all the Australian TV show. You might not know if you watch this my channel from US, but again, I used to live in Australia, and my wife, she's Australian Vietnamese, and she's in a lot of TV shows in Australia. I work a couple of the shows in Australia too, so we just talk about all the Australian, especially for the comedies and TV shows and stuff. And a couple of days ago, I did another live streaming from Sydney, Australia, and then I just talk about his My Hero Academia anime topic. So I'm trying to do more live streaming because I'm really happy to connect to build my community. So my aim, of course, I'm an actor and Japanese, and like maybe I can more focus on the filmmaking stuff, but I'm happy to open to any topics because any new topics is actually for my learning. So that's why when you guys watching this video, please subscribe, and then feel free to put any comments. Every week I'm talking about different stuff. So this week I finally accomplished one of the training course. You know what? I'm age 41, but I'm still doing some new challenge this year. And guess what is it? So since I moved to Las Vegas, a couple of things that I wanted to try. For example, like gun shooting. It's never allowed in Australia, never allowed in Japan. The first time, of course, for my safety, I have to learn. And also, if I work on action film, I have to understand the basics, right? Okay, let's say, okay, I'm gonna make the John Wick film. If you make a John Wick film and you don't know how to move the gun safely, that's not legit. As an actor, you still need a proper procedure for the safety as well. So I took actually the concealed gun license, and that's part of my learning actually. And me and my wife took it, but it doesn't mean I'm always carrying a gun. Of course, it's just for my learning and then my ability expand as an actor performer. And after, of course, I also have a motorcycle license I took here, so I can ride a big bike. And then the first time I rode Harley Davidson, what it's called, Speed Star. What's the name? I forgot the name. What's the name of the motorcycle? It's like a street bob. I guess street bob. Yeah. And I took my wife in the back and went to the Red Rock Canyon. That was actually quite fun. But my favorite motorcycle is Yamaha XSR 900. Yamaha XSR 900. That's the best motorcycle. And that one I can go to. I went to the Mount Charleston. I went to the Lake Mead, or I went to Willow Beach. Anywhere. Red Rock, of course. That's my favorite one. If I go to the smaller bike, I still like Yamaha. So I could go R3 if I can have a new one. Yeah, I tried an MT-07, like a little bit more too powerful for me, like very hard to control, like a master of torque. like super powerful. I feel a bit scared when I use the bike. So I'm not planning to use the rent. So I mostly do the rented bike because I live in condo, so I don't have a garage. So I used to have a subscription in like a monthly payment, and then I can borrow rent a bike for like kind of for half price every month. That's actually a pretty good subscription. Yeah. But anyhow, so what I accomplished then my new challenge this year, because I finished the 2 movies already, right? So I have more free time now, and I want to more focus. Even YouTube, this is my new challenge as the age 41, right? And another thing is today I bought all the gears. I show you. It's this. What is that? Yes, correct. It's a fin. So I accomplished the online course for open water scuba diving license. Is that pronounced correct? Open water scuba diving license. Yes. But anyhow, do you guys have a scuba diving license? I never had it before. Have you done a scuba diving? I did one time at Vietnam a couple years ago. It's a VinFest, like a kind of work trip. And I asked my wife and Maria, and hey, I really want to go to the scuba diving, course. And then I'm gonna film everything because it's a filming gig. I bring my camera. I gotta take some of the cutaways, but can I jump into the water? And my wife said, okay. And she got a little bit. It's not upset, but like she's like, oh, Takashi's having fun doing the work. Well, yeah, I need some experience. But that was actually quite fun. So I decided to take this course because the main aim is actually I'm planning to take some special astronaut course. I'm not sure I can get it, but I'm pretty sure I can be qualified. But if I get it, it's the couple of the requirements. So one of the requirements is it's better to have experience of scuba diving because of the safety procedure is very, very important. And it's not necessary, I think. Let's just say experience required. But I think I'm pretty sure it's better to have a license. So that's why not, And you can take a license in Nevada, Las Vegas. I didn't know that because that's mostly happening in a water side, or Hawaii, or California, San Diego, San Francisco, like a Bay Area, something like a beautiful beach. Las Vegas, we only have Lake Mead or a couple the Colorado rivers. I don't think it's like a major place for diving, but still there are some schools. I just Google it. So I decided to take a course. And then I just paid for the deposit. And then they sent me the online e-learning course. Wow, that's actually a lot of stuff you have to learn. And I really actually enjoyed it. It took me like 1.5 weeks. It's not that easy actually, because all the terms is okay. I used to be a science teacher, so I already have a basic of it, right? Because I was teaching and I have a license in Japan. I'm a teaching science qualified teacher. So even under the government, education, right? Even I used to teach at the medical prep school for the biology. So like a little bit more higher education. So, but you know what? All these language or terms, I know the concept, but I have to convert in English because that all happened in Japan. Some word is like the same, but some words are not. So for my learning of science or scuba diving course, is more about like understand the terminology. But if I know the terms, because I can understand the concept, that was actually quite fascinating. So this scuba diving course is mostly what you get in a nutshell, if I could say, is more about safety procedures based on a science logic. So I haven't started the physical course yet, but I'm very exciting. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start from next week. It's because first, like a buoyancy, like a neutral buoyancy, like how much your body float or weight or balance, and also air pressure, air density, because you have a cylinder and then a mask. So that was, you have to understand the basic, even chemistry. You have to understand, like, okay, how much a percentage of the nitrogen, how much percentage of the oxygen, like, like 21%. And if you too much, like, if you go under the water, the air will be compressed, of course, right? So because it depends on the how much weight on the water above you. So if you go deep down in the water, so even you keep breathing, because your lung have to keep the shape. So the air volume will be compressed. Like for example, like if you go down up to half, right? So like 10 meters going down, like a compressed to the air compressed to half. So, but that means density is a double, because the air means it's a particle, right? Air is all about a particle. The temperature is all about the movement of the particle. So it's air is a really compressed. So once it's compressed in the air, but your lung has to keep your volume. So which means you have to inhale double volume. I mean, double what it's called quantity of the air you inhale. It's called what it's called. This is actually my learning too. It's like my recap. So for example, the nitrogen and oxygen is double compressed into your lung. So what cause? So it's a gas necrosis. So it's gonna be like cause a lot of disease. And if you go to the more compressed nitrogen, but you inhaling it, and if you keep lower and lower, you feel like it's actually start affecting your brain, because nitrogen is more dissolved rather than water, dissolved into the fat. And your brain, 60% your brain cells is actually made by the fat. I didn't know that. So if it's 60% of your brain cells made by fat, and then it can imagine like a double and a triple and a compressed nitrogen coming into your head, and you feel dizzy, and it definitely is affect your neural system, right? And then feels like a drunk that people says. Yeah. So, and then this gas necrosis, like when you're going back to the surface, like ascend, and then it's actually back to normal. So, oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah. But here's the thing, like it's called decompression sickness. What it's called? So like all the nitrogen keep in your body, and when you're going up, it's compressed and then release. It expand when you go up to the surface, right? And then it's getting bubble in your joint, in the bone, in your body, and it feels like that's scary. It looks like a super painful, right? So that's why all the professional divers, they have to always check the computers and then make sure the certain amount of timing, and make sure have some a gap in between, or like have a break in between for the safety gap, safety stop, and then going back to surface. That's so fascinating, huh? Because for me, I just like diving is just like, okay, how did it's the oxygen mask and it go down to the water and it going back. That's it, right? No, it's a lot of like a science logic behind. And then on top of that, what I'm so fascinated about scuba diving is you have to understand the basic of this science background, right? Because if you don't understand, you die, right? Because it's dangerous. It's no air, right? But what's more is, here's the thing. It's the same as I feel like basic of the astronaut. Well, I mean, even scuba diving, open water license you can get from 10 years old. So even your kid can be a really good scuba diver. But anyhow, so the knowledge and the logic, right? But also you still also need a physical skill required. The both. You know something I feel like very similar? It's like a martial arts. So martial arts is all about the logic, right? The movement and the Tai Chi and stuff. But the craps, ideally, and the craps on my casino. I'm a craps dealer at the casino. The same thing. So how can you work more efficiently? So what happened is, So we just discuss about like, okay, what the air will be compressed in the deep water, which means affect your body. So which means if you keep inhaling and exhaling, you're breathing hard and a lot, it's actually start affecting your brain and start affecting your body, or maybe too much nitrogen in your body, and it caused a lot of problems, right? What is called NCS. So these, to avoid all these issues, in a textbook, they always say the one word: breathe slow and neutral and relax. The same thing. So if you do any sports, even crab stealing, the martial arts, all the teachers, all the masters, what they say, always make sure you guys relax. The same thing, it's the same concept. So that's why I get really fascinated. Breathe slow, relax. Same as acting. If you like breathe hard, if it's not necessary scene. If it's something in action sequence, you have to breathe faster, you have to do it. Of course, that's for the scene requirement. It depends on the scene, right? But most of the scene, especially for the drama sequence and to deliver your emotion to the other characters, as a director, I always give them a moment for the actors to take a breathe and relax first. Because if you cannot relax and breathe, you cannot do acting on camera. And you cannot exchange emotion, or you cannot exchange energy to the other actors. It's called reception. I can talk in another, maybe acting tips, I can talk at another time. But the same thing. If you under the water, if you stressed and if you breathe hard, you cannot get all the information because your nose closed and all the regulator in your mouth and or breathings, it's all it's so many things limited in the water. And then if you get stressed and breathe hard, it causes lots of problem. So same as martial arts, do some of your work, even salary man, breathe hard and work hard on the computer, it's gonna be tiring, They love karoshi. Have you ever heard of karoshi? It means a lot of Japanese people die every year because of too much work and stress and suicide, right? Maybe that's a little bit off topic, but anyhow, so I want to show you which gear I have to buy myself today. Or since, I could go cheaper one, and I just find on Amazon. Okay, $40, I can buy everything. But you know what? I go dive deep into the water up to 18 meter, which is 33 feet. I don't want to use any crappy gear because I'm gonna keep reliant for my life. I don't want to die for the $40. And the $40 and I will die. I cannot, it's nothing worth it. So I bought I tried to find a proper gear, but still I'm still beginner. I didn't go super high-end model. Like it's okay quality. So I just bought a fin. This is a fin. And then to wear the fin, I need a boots. So what is this? The boots? Yeah. So then I can walk around the shore. Or maybe we go to the Lake Mead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just the boots. And then I need a mask. What ChatGPT says, the mask is the most important, because if the mask doesn't fit, it's gonna be painful. So I bought this one. The funny thing, have you ever used the snorkel mask? It's different from goggle, right? Because this one you cannot breathe in your nose. So this is I think this is a good quality one. Yeah. And then so I bought a mask, and for the snorkel, so you have to keep breathe. This I haven't washed yet, but I think should be fine for that. Yeah, so it's cool. So like the snorkel, and the last one is if I get like smoke on the mask, that'd be really really painful. So I asked a lady to defog mask defog cleaner. Yeah, then I bought this one. It's like how much I pay for today. It's actually not too bad. I pay in total $380. That's okay, $380. Not that expensive, I think. Yeah, for you start something new, and then it's you can rely on for your life. Then make sure I can breathe and come back to the surface, right? Yeah, if I buy like, okay, this is $380. If I buy $38 for the package one from Amazon for the crappy quality, and if I die, it's not worth it. In Japanese quote, it's called yaskaro warukaro. That means yasui means cheap. If you buy cheap one, warui means crap. So if it's cheap and crap, it doesn't last long, which means it's actually you have to spend more money to keep retaining. That's the Japanese quotes. Yeah. So anyhow, so that's all my update today. I'm just gonna start doing this scuba diving actual physical training. Will be next week sometime. So maybe I might not update for my experience in the water. Maybe not next week, or maybe next week. But yeah. And also another update is next month I'm planning to travel to Sedona. I'm planning to do some vlog, maybe rather than just talking contents, I do some more like some activities. If I can shoot something, because it's a training, scuba diving might be difficult to film something, but if possible, maybe I'll do some filming and then something update on my channel. Yeah, cool. Oh, the another update for my movie stuff. We are launching the Discord group for the Echo A Trilogy community group. So in this group, we will release it on Sunday. Anyone can join. We just need the email and then and the actual name. You can use the Discord name, but also we have to keep, because for the safety, we don't want to bring the random people in a community group. So get all the email and stuff, and you can access to all the update of Echo A Trilogy when the movie is coming up. If it's the screening, confirmed, for any film festivals confirmed, before we release in public, you can go access to all the information in the Discord group. And also like everyone can be all the movie fans, and also our cast and crew will be in the group as well as a producer, and you can discuss about your favorite movies, or not even the movies. Some artist join is like he's a like music composer. He make a songs, you guys can and someone wants to learn about acting. So Maria will update more about acting tips, and maybe for me, maybe I might more updating the filmmaking tips. Yeah, all these YouTube links or something more beneficial for anyone to be a filmmaker. So because our aim is like more like education background. This is more encourage people to anything is possible. You can make a film. You can be an actor, your own film, because you don't have to go to Hollywood. You don't have to take audition. You can just make your own movie. That's what I've been doing. Anyhow, if you like this video and what I'm talking, please subscribe and like and subscribe. And for you, please, any comments, leave any comments. I'm happy to read and respond to, because again, the YouTube is my door to open the community to anyone, because I'm a filmmaker. If I just keep making a film, I just make film and it's out there and that's it. It's on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and Apple TV. There's all these different platforms, Amazon Prime, but doesn't mean, hey, Takashi, I watched the film. Oh, thank you. If you, of my friend in person, I can talk in person, but like very hard to someone from Turkish or Melbourne or even Japan or Europe. But YouTube, I think this is a hope. I can connect anyone all over the world, and I can happy to discuss the join as like a filmmakers community. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and then see you next time. Bye.